Okay, next character now looks very much like ba or even like person. It looks like this instead. Looks very similar to 8, doesn't it? It means a son or a child. Yes, the way to say son, we'll use the word character, or we'll use the character is how it's pronounced. That won't be enough though to say son. So I'll keep you hanging there for a while if you do not mind. It's pronounced so not like like a little or like number 2. That's what this is. That's what this looks like. Look at my R there. Er. Instead, it's pronounced and it means a child like that. Wonderful. So the only difference between 8 and a child is that it has a little. See, it has a little kick at the end of it. Maybe he's a child, so he's kicking. He's definitely kicking in mom's little stomach right now, and he is your child to be your, or he's your child to be son, or to be daughter. Maybe the way to say daughter is actually to use the word or the character for son as well. So you see, this is a language very much dominated by men, which I do not have any opinions about. Okay, so that was a joke, by the way. So what we can do with this son, without apart from just meaning a son or a child, it'll be used very, very much. So I don't have to tell you about that too much. But if you want to say a door, for instance, you see this one ends with n. Then in Chinese, in the north and the south, you have different accents. And since China is such a big language, you have really different accents, especially if you travel to the north. In the south, they'll pronounce men like this, but in the north, many times when there's an n at the end of something, we like to put an r at the end there instead. And this is going to sound like mer. So instead of men, it sounds like mer, but it's spelled like this in pinyin. We can't omit any letters, so it's spelled like this, even though the n is not pronounced. So men is how it's pronounced in the south, and mer is how we pronounce it in the north. We can also say ren, and then we write it like this: rör instead of ren, it becomes rör. And the character then for adding this, it's called the pirate accent actually. The thing that we do then is when we write the character, we need to put er, but the character that we use is actually the son or the child character. So it looks like this. It looks like this, but in pinyin it will look like this, and this will be in person. Autocorrect is annoying. Person, but person pronounced in the north. With a northern accent, we can say it. We can say that it is. And then we just write the next one as well, door, but this is north as well. So I'm saying in the north again, just to be clear. So we write men, but if we just write r, it won't understand what we're saying. And most likely just think that we're trying to say gate person. But no, that doesn't make any sense. Instead, we'll have to write out the entire thing. There we go, mer. So it's either men, or it's mer, or it's ren, or it's rör. We'll give you many more examples later on in the course once we find some. For now, these are the two only ones we have. In here, you'll listen to a northern person and a southern person. Let's see if you can find out which one is which.
人
人
门
门
好
门